the precarious balance of power in the savanna, setting the stage for an inevitable clash between the king and his most persistent rivals. The historical animosity between these two species, framed not just as a fight for food, but a war for dominance. The physics of his power, the sheer muscle mass required to take on a pack of 10 or more opponents. This hit-and-run tactic is often used by the hyenas to exhaust the lion. The hyenas use psychological warfare to unnerve their feline enemies. The narration points out the incredible bite force of the hyena, capable of crushing bone, and the lion's need to protect his vulnerable hindquarters at all costs. This is a war of attrition, where the lion must balance his limited energy against the relentless numbers of the hyena clan. If the lion fails, he loses his pride. If the hyenas fail, they lose their chance at a high-protein meal. A male lion's roar can be heard up to 5 miles away, serving as both a weapon and a beacon. The lion is built for short, overwhelming bursts of power, wherein the hyena is built for the long haul. If she loses too many pack members, her status is threatened. The lion's tactical use of the dense acacia thicket neutralized the hyena's advantage, showcasing the wisdom of a seasoned veteran. The mane serves a dual purpose, attraction and protection. This interaction illustrates why male lions are the ultimate.
With this punishing blow, the momentum shifts. The mob is losing its nerve, and the wilderness is harsh. No meal is free here, and every day is simply a fight for the right to exist.
His energy budget is dwindling. The lion must end this soon, for the coming dawn.
Experience is often more valuable than raw energy in these encounters.
Even in the heat of battle, the drive to eat is paramount. Standing resolute, he is the monarch in the shadows, a stoic presence surveying his kingdom.
This desperate charge pushes the lion to his limits. His heart rate is at its absolute peak, demonstrating the sheer physical toll of the struggle. Animals are capable of assessing risk in real time, and right now, the risk for the hyenas is becoming too high.
The cycle of power continues. He held his ground through the night, but the hyenas will return with the setting sun. Hyenas are successful predators in Africa precisely because they can survive these encounters and try again. The lion's saliva possesses remarkable healing properties, showcasing nature's resilience against infection. He fought not just for himself, but for the future of his bloodline. This reward for his struggle ensures the future of the pride.
Tauntings. The eternal rivalry between the lion and the hyena is not just a conflict, but a necessary balance. The division of labor in a pride means the male's primary role is territorial defense against rival predators like the spotted hyenas. The physiological toll of a high-intensity fight. The lion's heart rate must now return to a resting state to conserve energy for the heat of the day. The precariousness of life for a lion cub. Hyenas often target the young to reduce future competition.
While they lost the battle, their ability to recover and reorganize is what makes them the lion's most enduring rival.
Recuperation delves into the intelligence of hyenas, comparing their social structures to those of primates, which challenges the mindless scavenger stereotype.
Hydration is critical after a fight, as the lion has lost significant fluids through panting and exertion. This is the ecology of fear. The presence of a dominant male lion dictates the movements of every other animal in the vicinity.
Hyenas are persistent shadows, rarely letting the pride out of their sight for long.
He is in his prime, yes, but his reign is constantly under siege, from within and without. The nocturnal advantage is clear. The battle happened at night, and the heat of the day is strictly for recuperation. These playfights are essential training for the cubs, who will one day have to face hyenas themselves. Nothing goes to waste in nature, and the blood and fur left behind provide nutrients for the smaller inhabitants of the ecosystem. As the temperature drops, the active phase of the predator begins again. They are likely planning their next move. Will they try to scavenge a kill, or will they harass the pride again? This is his kingdom, a vast territory he must patrol. It is a constant challenge. Vultures are the eye in the sky for both lions and hyenas, signaling the location of potential food. While the females are the primary hunters, the male's presence is what ensures the safety of the den. The narration explains the risk she is taking. A lone hyena is no match for a lion, but her reconnaissance is vital for the pack's success. Under the first stars, the hunter approaches. Silent, deadly, the king closes the distance, preparing for the final confrontation. This soft puffing sound, known as a pruston, is a specialized social vocalization used by the pride to show affection and reassurance. They are now deciding whether to call for reinforcements from a neighboring clan, an unusual but possible behavior when facing a particularly strong lion. As the weather shifts the predator-prey dynamic, the sound of the thunder can mask the approach of hunters. A timeless struggle, one that has played out for millions of years. This is the beauty and the brutality of the natural world. They must eat as much as possible before the hyenas arrive in force. The lionesses are outnumbered and will likely need the male's help to keep their prize. He is the heavy cavalry of the pride, arriving now when the situation is most critical. While the lionesses are the hunters, the male is the enforcer. His arrival changes the rules of the engagement instantly. For tonight, the pride will eat well, but the war is far from over. This is the pincer movement, highlighting the tactical brilliance of the hyena social group. The lion is being played by master strategists. While the male handles the front line, the females are the secondary defense, ensuring no hyena slips through the cracks to snatch a cub. The sheer mass of the male lion provides incredible stopping power, a physical barrier few animals dare to challenge directly. Rain changes the scent profile of the battlefield, making it harder for the lion to track the hyenas by smell alone. Hyenas are incredibly hardy and aren't deterred by the weather, whereas lions, being heavy-bodied cats, can struggle with traction in the slick clay. It is a psychological battle. He is trying to outlast the hyena's patience. The hyenas are employing the saturation tactic. By overwhelming the lion's senses under the cover of the rain, they hope to force a mistake. By targeting the leader, the Barbary lion aims to break the pack's morale. The narrow margins of survival in the wild. A few inches were the difference between a dead hyena and a continued standoff.
In the wild, there are no absolute victories, only successful compromises. The meal is now a communal affair, essential for the pride's strength. This is the truce of the full belly. For a few hours at least, digestion takes precedence over the complex rivalry between these powerful predators.
A young prince attempting to assert his dominance, perhaps slightly overestimating his current capabilities. It's a classic case of ambition over ability.
The theater of the night, where every square inch of this ground
has a story of survival. The lion must dry out, a process known as thermoregulation, to prevent its body temperature from dropping too low in the cold night air.
The evolutionary arms race between the two species, where each must constantly adapt to the other's tactics.
The scavenger hierarchy, where lions eat first, then hyenas, and finally the smaller opportunists. From this vantage, we witness the grand design of the Serengeti, where conflict and cooperation are merely two sides of the same ancient coin. This is a sign of active rest. The lion is sleeping, but his brain is still processing every sound. The pack must bring back enough food to regurgitate for the young. This look into the home life provides a well-rounded view of the species, the acoustic landscape of the savanna, where every sound has a specific meaning and destination. This adds a language element to the story. He has spent countless nights beneath these stars, and countless more he must endure to protect his own.
Even a lion respects a hippo's space.
Unlike the territorial lion, the striped hyena employs a nomadic hunting style. Their rhythmic lope is a powerful image of the matrilineal core of the pride. The male, visible resting nearby, is merely a guest in their world, albeit a necessary one. Renowned for its legendary toughness, the honey badger commands respect. Even these lions give it a wide berth. As the blue hour gives way to dawn, the king surveys his realm. He has endured the night's challenge.
The transition from night to day marks a total shift in the power dynamic.
A darker mane often indicates higher testosterone levels and better fighting capability, a visual warning to rivals that The thermal refuge of the den explains how hyenas survive the blistering African sun by staying subterranean. While the male lion provided the brute force to repel the hyena pack, the lionesses provide the sustenance through their coordination and speed, the memory of the landscape, noting that animals often return to the scene of a conflict once the immediate threat has settled into a nap.
He is reading the air, detecting if a rival nomadic male has been emboldened by the noise of the hyena attack.
The vulnerability of the move is clear. Any transition across open ground is a risk, and the hyenas are likely still watching, waiting. The narration discusses cathemeral behavior, the ability to be active both day and night, but notes that for a lion,
while the big war between lions and hyenas gets the headlines, these smaller battles are happening every second.
The extreme heat demands estivation and careful shade management, but underground the aardwolf enjoys a constant 20 degrees.
Water dependence is the one thing that forces these rivals to cross paths, even in the hottest part of the day.
The directional hearing of a lion is far superior to a human's. He has heard the hyena at the waterhole. He doesn't move, but his eyes snap open.
For the hyena, every drink is a gamble. Thirst must be quenched, but the lions are waiting.
The hyena's reaction shows the trauma of the night's battle, a lasting psychological mark, a brief, charming contrast to the heavy atmosphere. The natural healing process of wild animals is remarkable. Lions have a high concentration of white blood cells in their system. Humans. Grooming helps to lower body temperature by spreading saliva on the fur. This is the unspoken communication within the
shift change begins, the time when the day dwellers retreat and the night hunters prepare. He is a creature of the shadows, and as the light fades, his confidence grows. The truce of the sun is over. Tonight, the king has a score to settle. This is a census of the plains. He is announcing his presence to the hyena pack and any rival males.
This is auditory warfare between these two species. Hyenas use their vocalizations to gauge the lion's distance and emotional state.
The chemistry of his scent glands convey crucial information about his age, health, and readiness to fight. They are not moving directly toward the lion, but around him, seeking to find the rest of his pride. This is
The defensive nursery tactic. Females remain silent while the male draws attention. This baiting behavior shows the male's role as a decoy to protect the next generation. It is the psychology of the pounce. The lion isn't trying to catch the hyena yet. He is merely calibrating his distance and testing the scout's speed. The lion has detected the full pack of 10 hyenas closing in. This is a sign of imminent aggression. The cinematography uses a slow dolly zoom on the lion's face.
This is the mobbing threshold. Usually it takes 4 or 5 to 1, but tonight the pack is desperate.
Is the defensive perimeter. He is using his roars as a physical force, the sound waves actually startling the hyenas enough to prevent them from lunging simultaneously. The narration explains the physics of the paw strike, noting that a lion's swipe can deliver over 400 pounds of force. The mane isn't just for show. It's a functional shield that has evolved over millions of years of interspecies warfare.
The terrain advantage proves decisive. The lion's broad paws offer stability where the hyenas struggle.
The fear response in animals is immediate. The lion's sheer visual presence is designed to completely overwhelm the nervous system of its rivals.
This is the sacrifice play the pack must make to save their own. While the lion is stronger, the hyena's loyalty to the clan is what keeps them in the fight.
He must end the fight quickly or risk collapse. This biological ticking clock adds a layer of genuine peril. The hyenas can see the lionesses, and this psychological pressure begins to weath on the pack. This shows the pride works as a coordinated team.
It is the cost-benefit analysis of wild predators, where a draw is often better than a Pyrrhic victory. The lion doesn't let them leave easily. He lets out one final, earth-shaking roar that sends hyenas into a full-speed gallop.
This is the pride of the defender. Not a killer, but a guardian. This victory secures the pride's safety for at least another few days.
While the war between the lion and the 10 hyenas is ancient, every night brings a new chapter.
The economics of peace ensure the energy saved during the day will be used for the next hunt. The male lion, the unseen hand that guides the pride's destiny. Education in the wild begins with observing the father's strength. This early lesson in rivalry is the legacy upon which the pride is built. The memory of the loser. Hyenas will remember this specific male's scent and territory for years. In the world of the East African lion and the striped hyena, there are no villains, only survivors. The rest of the warrior. A lion can sleep up to 20 hours a day to recover from the stress of territorial defense. The scavenger's network is always active. Though the predators survived, the indicators of conflict remain, allowing these aerial detectives to piece together the night's drama.
This mane is more than just hair. It is a living logbook. Every scar and every matted clump tint. Giraffes are the sentinels of the savanna, often the first to spot a moving hyena pack or a lion pride.
We see the war of the giants, but this micro-perspective reminds us that every action, even a roar, creates a ripple effect, connecting all things.
Does the king of beasts dream of the battles he's won, or the ones yet to come? The psychology of presence means the lion's visibility acts as a deterrent. The hyenas are absent, yet their presence cadence. Olfactory mapping allows the lion to track the movement of the hyena pack, even when they are underground.
The lionesses use these quiet hours to reinforce their social bonds through communal grooming, a piece made possible by the male's defense of the perimeter. Lions choose their resting spots based on wind direction and sight lines, ensuring they can't be surprised. This is a roadmap of survival etched into the Serengeti.
The frequency range of a lion's hearing can pick up the low-frequency whoop of a hyena from miles away.
This communal nursery keeps the cubs safe. The pack's aggression is often fueled by the need to provide for these young. The ritual of the morning drink. A lion can consume up to 15% of its body weight in water after a hunt or a fight.
These hooks are not just for drinking, but for rasping meat from bone. It's part of the engineering of the predator.
Baboons are the neighborhood watch, their calls alerting every animal in the vicinity. This communal alarm system makes the lion's daytime hunting nearly impossible. The harshness of the dry season increases environmental stress. As water and prey become scarce, the competition for resources becomes more violent. The mechanics of the grip. These claws are the lion's primary tools for subduing large prey, demonstrating deadly precision. Hyenas have one of the most robust immune systems in the animal kingdom, allowing them to survive bites that would be fatal to other species. We like to call the male lion the ultimate jungle gym. This social play is vital for pride bonding and the development of the cub's motor skills.
A symbiotic relationship. The bird gets a meal, and the lion gets a cleaning. But the bird also acts as
The seasonal shift is upon us. The coming rain changes the dynamics of the lion-hyena war, often favoring the hyena. He is calling the roll, ensuring all pride members are accounted for before the evening hunt begins. Each lion has a unique acoustic signature.
The scout's surveillance role is vital. The 10 hyenas are not gone. They are simply waiting for the shadows. Predatory focus, explaining how the lion can filter out all distractions to track a single point of interest. The patience of the king. The cycle of the day draws to a close. The pride has spent the hours recovering and preparing. In the heart of the Serengeti, the war between the lion and the 10 hyenas never truly ends.